what, if anything, has changed for you and maybe your mindset? Was there some sort of spark, something that got you going?
I really feel like the meeting with Coach Mack really helped me a lot. He told me how much he believed in me. He told me what I needed to do to get on the floor and play more. So, I mean, it really just clicked after that, honestly.
Did you sense before that, did you have any frustration? Did you sense maybe what you needed to do before you met with him and maybe specifically a couple things that he told you?
Yeah, most definitely. I've always had like an idea of what I needed to do, but just going up there to talk to him one-on-one and hearing it directly from him was a lot better, and it was way easier for me to handle.
El, you've always shown here an ability to get by your guy and kind of get into the teeth of the defense. Are you learning a little bit more now about, it looks like, when to pass out of that situation and when to try to finish?
Oh yeah, I feel like I came a long way since the beginning of the season. It's probably like our first 5 or 6 games. Like I was just running guys over, getting charges. So now I'm just trying to, when I get in there, land on 2 feet, spray out, and then get back out, relocate. So yeah, I feel like I came a long way with that.
El, who initiated the meeting with yourself and Coach Mack?
Actually, he did. He texted me late that night and told me that he wanted to meet with me that morning. So it was him.
El, is there anything so far in your transition to the D1 level do you think that you still need to work on a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like my offensive game and me on the defensive end is still like all coming together. Like I feel like I'm not a finished product. Like I still got a lot of growing to do on both ends of the floor. So I feel like once that happens, I can be a really good player.
Coach Mack said yesterday that the team, even when they're in droughts, needs to be able to lean on its defense, and it seems like there's been lapses in that in recent games. In practice or individually, what do you guys, or what can you do to try to eliminate those lapses, either offensively or defensively?
It's really just coming together, honestly, and just recognizing what part in the game is like, what asset like in the game that we're not playing well defensively. Like, have they scored 3 times in a row? Like, have we got a kill? Have we got 3 stops in a row? So it's really just everybody that's on the floor at that time really just needs to lock in, and it's honestly the guys from the bench needs to come together and tell us too. Like, so I just feel like we just all got to come together and get it right on both ends.
Had you played in the Tucker Center before in your time in Tallahassee?
No, I haven't, not at all.
So you weren't. It was new to you like everybody else, huh?
Yeah, it was new to me for sure.
What did you think of it?
That was a great environment. I had a lot of fun. It was good to be able to go back to Tallahassee, see a lot of people that I went to school with, see a lot of the players that I used to hang around with, so it was cool.
El, as a team, you guys did a really good job on Sebron, their small forward, last time against NC State. One of the best jobs anybody's done on him. What was your focus, and what do you guys have to do again tomorrow against him?
Really, when he's coming off ball screens, we really got to impact the ball. We just got to keep him out of transition. And when he's going one-on-one with a guy, we all got to be in the gap, talking to our teammate, giving him confidence, letting him know that he has help. So I feel like that's going to be the focal point again.
El, growing up in high school and then in JUCO, you were the guy that took all the shots. You were the guy that made all the big plays. How difficult is it now to try to get your team, to know when to take your shot and when to get your teammates involved? How difficult has that transition been?
It's been a little different, but honestly, it's a lot easier not having just to be the only guy taking those shots or being the guy that has to make every play for your teammates. So honestly, at first it was just a little different, just playing with like guys just as good as me. So it took me a little minute, but now like I've got really comfortable. Like I feel like anybody beside me can hit that shot. Anybody can make a play for me just as well. So it makes it a lot easier.
You guys are shooting the ball a little bit better from 3 in conference play. Any difference in terms of what you're doing to get shots or the shots you're getting?
Yeah, we're not just in transition, just coming down, just jacking up threes like we were doing at the beginning of the season. We're getting the right ones, feet set threes, off driving kicks. So I think that's why we're shooting the ball a lot better.
El, did they tell you guys? I mean, because you guys at the beginning of the season were trying to play at a really fast pace. Have they kind of told you guys, look, slow it down? It's about getting good shots, not quick shots?
No, they haven't told us to slow it down at all, but they've told us just to not take as many quick shots. I mean, try to get the best shot possible, and that's been the goal every time. But we weren't executing at the beginning of the season, so now it's just guys just having that recognition when to take the right ones, when it's a good one to take.
In when you guys got down 14, it was like you kind of from there on you played kind of a different game. What clicked at during that point, do you think?
Really, when you get down like that, like, you have to get something going. Like, we all looked at each other and was like, I mean, we got to get something rolling. I mean, we down 14. Like, we not trying to go out and just have a game like that. So everybody just had to come together and just try to get stops, get good offensive possessions, and that's what we tried to do.